Hey guys, and welcome to game number 81 of my 100-game rematch series against the AI-powered Scrabble Bot BestBot. I've been doing a lot of losing lately, and I'm not too happy about it. We have fallen to 10 games back of the bot, 35 and 45 through the first 80, so really need to start doing some winning if I want to come back. I need to go 15 and 5 in the last 20 games if I want to tie or potentially win the series, which is not going to be easy. But at least as of this point, it is certainly still doable. As for today, BestBot is going to be first, EENORSV, my opening rack. I'm actually kind of happy to be going second because I don't have a 7 here, but I do have a number of 8s I could potentially get if I get the right tile, like an E for overseen, an I for eversion, for instance. Lots of words have E's or I's, so hoping I get one of those. There's a few others. Dang it. I don't get an E or an I. Does an O help me? I don't think so. A D over send isn't good. Over... no. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I have a bingo here. That is annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's a little surprising that I don't have anything through the D or a U. I guess the K, I almost have like invokers or something, but not quite. All right. So, not going to dwell on that too much. I got to figure out what I want to do without a bingo. I'm not really inclined to just blow up my rack, especially have the S for kudos. I mean, this just seems wrong, keeping the V. On the other hand, it's pretty nice defensively. ERSV is actually a solid leave, as long as I can draw like one or two more vowels. It's not crazy. It scores reasonably well. I just don't see a good way for me to, like, get rid of my V here. I mean, I don't want to play Dev and give up 10 points, I don't think. This also gives back a lot more. Dev takes an A and an I. It gives back a lot of counterplay. I'm not a huge fan of that. I feel like 1 is probably better than Dev. Evoke, I mean, NRS is not super strong. Again, gives back a ton of counterplay. I mean, I like that 1 makes the board very S-dependent with kudos. It doesn't really give back any counterplay. So if the bot doesn't have an S, it's not going to have probably a ton of great plays. I think having a leave with an S, this play makes sense. Definitely counterintuitive to keep the V, but the thing with the V is it's actually not a terrible bingo tile if you have other low-scoring tiles and vowels. It's just that when you have other high-point tiles, the V is really, really bad, or use. But not having either of those here, I'm okay with that. And unfortunately, I do pull some of them. Yeah, the C and the G, not the draw I wanted here. Just one vowel now. So the V is certainly going to cause me some problems here, but I'll have to figure out the best way to deal with it. Probably something like veg is going to be in order, if that stays open, which is not actually that likely, but we'll see what it does, I suppose. Still have options playing with kudos. I could play, I guess, like Clegs, but I'm just not really dying to do that. I mean, I guess I could have also played, like, ovens there in my last turn. I mean, it would have been, like... it wouldn't have even been that many points. It just didn't seem worth it. Okay, Uzo Vlog looks like it's got to be the play now. I mean, 16 is not a ton, but ERCS is a fantastic leave. Oh, actually, wait, no, I have Velcros for 52, right? Or 48. 48, that's enough points, yeah. I mean, a G is so much worse than CERS, but 48 is so much more than 16. Like, that's just too many points, guys. You got to take it, I think. Yeah, I mean, to give up 32 points just feels kind of crazy. I mean, CERS is good. It's probably like 18 points good. It's not 32 points good. So, all right. Got to do it. Looks like a decent draw. There's no 7. Definitely possible 8s if I get the right tiles, like an N for Algerine, an S for Gasolier. So there are possible bingos. That's not going to help me, though. So do I just play, like, Cigar or Cager? Maybe Eclair? Is that better? 32. It's 5 more than Cager. I mean, ILE is slightly better. Eclair keeps the kind of annoying G. I don't think it's 5 better, though. Because ELI is not that great a leave anyway. So I think Eclair, kind of a tricky word to see. Not too many words start with EC. Anything here that's better? I'd still prefer to get rid of the G. But yeah, I don't think I have anything good enough. Not quite. So I'm leaning towards Eclair now. I mean, I just don't see a way I'm going to score more. I don't have any bingos through the V. No great ways to overlap this Z and try to get points from that. Yeah, all right, I'm going to go with Eclair. Ugh. Awful draw there. 3 I's and a W. Really bad draw. Might be even looking at an exchange, depending on what BestBot does and what sort of options I have. I mean, Wig, potentially? If I have a decent spot for Wig, I guess that's worth it. I mean, like, I don't know. For 16, is that even worth it? I guess it probably is. The floating I and the floating R, E-I-I-R, is just awful. So we'll see what the bot does. I'm just hoping it doesn't bingo or do anything super high scoring, because I'm not going to have any sort of good counterplay with this absolute garbage I've just pulled. Raw for 21. All right, a little ominous. Definitely makes me think it's close to a bingo if it's just playing 2 tiles. So yeah, the question remains, do I play Wig? Do I trade? Maybe I play Wyrier, actually. Take out the R. Is that crazy? I mean, I don't think this is crazy. It definitely, because it also didn't have the X when it played Raw. Surely it would have played Rax for 16 more. I can't imagine it had the Q. I'd be shocked. Maybe I do this. Like, I might actually be the favorite to hit the X because I'm drawing 5. The bot's only drawing 2. GI is bad. It's not like 10 points bad. And yeah, I mean, after a slightly fishy play from the bot, I don't mind taking out the R. You know, if it doesn't have an S for kudos, that means it's probably got a bingo above the ED, which is going to score very little and give me counterplay. I really don't want it to bingo to the R. It's going to score a lot and not give me anything else back. So I'm liking Wyrier over Wig right now. I mean, EIIR is just not a good lead, especially when your best floater is an R. Like, it's just not... I don't think that's good Scrabble, like keeping that kind of leave on this board. I think I'd rather keep IG. It might be slightly less bingo prone, but EIIR isn't exactly bingo prone, and I have more shots at the X or the blanks or an S or something. Yeah, I think this is the move. I could also exchange down to E or ER. It's not crazy. I think this is barely worth it, especially after the bot's last play, just for its defensive merits, but it's a debatable turn. Everything is kind of bad. Okay, another turn wide possible 8s, avoiding this time if I can get an I. We'll see. Decent play right now is just Vo for 25. All right, well, I got my I. Cringy for the bot. I mean, avoiding is the only bingo, so... yeah. Okay. I like that draw a lot. Do I have a triple-triple right now? Almost. Like, Inductor, Centroid, Doctrine, Tornadic doesn't fit. If that C even stays open, just keep thinking here while the bot decides what to do. I don't think I'm going to have a triple-triple, though, most likely. All right, now it's not even a question. So I'm obviously bingoing. I mean, I assume I'm bingoing. I have stuff like Ration through this A. That's probably awful, though. I really don't want to do that. It scores like 61, and it gives back a ton of counterplay. Yeah, that's just awful. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have anything with an S with kudos. That would be ideal. Play above Ed. How about through this G? Maybe even through the AW? That's going to be tough. That's going to be very tough. I don't think I can overlap through, like, here. I don't have anything that goes between an E and an I. In fact, I don't think anything goes between an E and an I, if I'm not mistaken. There's nothing from the V or through the G, right? Let me just make sure. Huh. Don't think so. This rack is actually not quite as strong as it looks at first. Like, what do I even have above ED? Diatron doesn't fit. I don't even have that many 7s. There's nothing with an E. Dinitro? Wait, do I not have anything that plays above the ED? Do I only have like 3 7s on this rack? I mean, maybe I just don't have anything other than Ration. It's not worth not bingoing, I don't think. I can't... I mean, I don't think I can score enough to justify not bingoing with this rack. He's rationed. I guess is a Rointed is slightly safer. Slightly. Puts a T instead of an E in the triple column. It's only 59 points. That's awful. Anti-Dora, no, puts an A above the triple or below the triple. That's not good. Tornadic. Let's see if I have something a little safer. Oriented, Ordinate, Ration, Deration. Tandoori. Is that safer, maybe? It might be. Let's look at that. 60. Yeah, maybe that's the play. Doesn't really give... Yeah, the J can't really overlap there. That looks decent, actually. Duration. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spend more time. This feels so wrong, but like I just can't find anything better. Wow. It sucks to only score 60, but that's all I got. Postals. That's a nice draw. So Postals and Kudos probably going to be the play. If that stays open, it also plays above the Eye of Tandoori. Wait, does it not play at all now? Pit isn't good. Cid isn't good. Wait, what? Dang it. Did it actually just block all three of my placements in one go and bingo? Dang. Wait, do I have an 8? I don't think so. Shoot. That sucks. All right. So... Wait a minute. Oh, I almost have... I like almost have this. If roll were a freaking word. Wow. Alright. Well, maybe this for 31, keeping salt. That's an outstanding leave. That looks decent. I don't really feel a need to keep both of my S's. Yeah, I mean, poise looks decent. I think taking out that spot makes sense. I don't have anything ending in a P, right? Salop, no, it's salop. This is not a word. It's a conflation between salop and saloop. Let me not play that. I feel like I've messed that up before. It's definitely not a word. Yeah, I mean, poise looks strong. It's more than sop or lop. Salt is about as good a leave as I'm going to get here. Spaz is actually a lot. 31. That's the same as poise, and the A is the A... I mean, there are no O's left and 3 A's, but I still think the A is so much better, especially with floating O's. Yeah, I think poise is... And taking out... I mean, the bot just drew 7. I think I want to take out the X-bomb. So, yeah, leaning towards poise. I just can't believe Postals got blocked in both spots. That's so annoying. But it is what it is. Okay. Do I have something here? I have a Bettles through the blank B for like nothing. 58 points. Ugh. I mean, it's not bad, but like it's pretty bad for a bingo. It's hard to score less than 58 for a bingo. I think that's what... Wow, I'm going to have bingos for 60 and 58 this game, guys. That's... Wow, that's really bad. I mean, stateable, tasteable don't fit. There's no 7, so it's got to do what you got to do. Okay. It's going to come down to the wire, this one, probably. This looks like not a great draw, but not awful necessarily. 9 in the bag. Interesting. This game is actually getting down to the wire. Item for 27. Leaving 5. Okay. All right, I have 10 minutes, which is good. I have some interesting options here. Like this. That can't be smart, right? I mean... I wonder if I, like, save that, though, for the end game, maybe, when I can afford to do that. If I, like, maybe I just play Joy, leave 3 in the bag, save Influx, save Efflux. I don't want to do that right now. I think playing a smallish number of tiles makes sense. I do not want that Q. I really don't want the Q. I mean, I don't think I want to just play J-O, though. I think leaving 3 in the bag is better than... Oh, wait, though. I have Jaw here, actually. Yeah, that I'd probably do, right? I mean... I think playing 1 tile, I'd almost like playing 2 for timing. 4 in the bag feels worse than 3, because It's going to make it easier for the bot to score without emptying. I kind of want the bot to empty. But this is so many more points, and at least I really don't want the Q. Like, I feel like if I don't get the Q, I'm in pretty decent shape. And obviously playing 1 is going to make it only roughly half as likely I draw the Q versus if I play 2. Saves influx, saves efflux. I think this has got to be the play. Please don't give me the Q. All right. A B is a little clunky, but at least it's not the Q. I'm up 30. So we'll see what the bot does. I'm glad I have some time, because this one could definitely get interesting. All right, the bot, wow, it empties with a ghast. Interesting. Forcing the issue. I should win, I think. Bot has BEQRU. It has a U with its Q, but I don't think there are a whole lot of good Q plays here. I mean, if I can just get a decent out in 2... Like, I don't think I can play Efflux here. It gives back Queer. All right, let's see. I have time, which is nice. You know what else I could even do? This could be nice. Like, buy, setting up Finn. I can't block. Yeah, like, legit can't block that. That's probably a win. I mean, it's not an out in 2, but, like, I mean, I'm going to score 30 and then 36. That's 66 points. It can't make that up. And I don't think it can block, right? I mean... No, it literally can't block. I have time. Let me just make sure I don't, or I'm not missing like some sort of high scoring play. There's also just more standard approaches like Faye saving Benny, Benni, on the right. I mean, it has like Sook. It's not going to score much Rogue. Like, it's not stuck, but I don't think it has any big plays. I feel like it's not that hard to win this game, honestly. Like, I think anything reasonable should win. Even, like, Fenny probably just wins. Anything? Yeah, I have, like, Neef. I have options. I mean, I don't necessarily know what's best. Yeah, I mean, Buy doesn't go out in 2, but, like, it scores a lot. That might actually be best. Or I wonder... Oh, is this works? Holy... Wait a second. How about setting up Finny? Wait, is this... Oh, this is filthy. This is like giving BestBot a taste of its own medicine if this works. Am I sure it's not blockable? Hold on. I mean, alright, so it can't hook the ER, it can't hook Bo, Bob doesn't block. How about hooking ID? EID? No, it can't block that way. Reed isn't good. Bride doesn't fit. Can't hook Tanduri. Can it play through this A, though? B, bar, that doesn't block. Ruba, no, it's not a word. Reba, no. Arf, bro, that doesn't block either. Euro, oh, it can play Euro. But then it's probably Q stuck. Right? Yeah, I mean, if it plays Euro, then it's got QB. And then I can just block QI, right? I mean, I can just play, yeah, then I just play SYN and then go out. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, this is overly fancy. I probably shouldn't mess around like this, but I mean, this is just sick. I'm doing it. All right, it did it. It played Euro. Let's go. And yeah, now I think it's just stuck, right? So, yeah, I mean, I assume I play SYN, block its Q spot, and then play Finn, right? That's got to be best. Let me just be really dang sure it doesn't have another Q spot, but it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, is it actually worth it to slow play after this? Probably not. I mean, I could even play like SIN. I actually can't play one tile and block. Oh, you know what? I almost have like, I can almost set myself up for like influx with like Neef. I actually could do that. That's something. Influx, Neef, and YER is a crazy sequence, but unfortunately then the bot's going to play its Q, so I won't have time for that. Dang, that's cool though. I just can't block this with only the Y. Alright, so yeah, I think, let's just, I mean, that's 36. I don't think I'm going to get more by slow playing, so let's just play this, then go out with Finn. Alright, it plays Ab, and now go out, and we win 456 to 424. All right. I mean, I don't know if that was an optimal endgame, guys, but it has to be pretty close. That was pretty nice. I'm happy with that. Very happy with this win. Much, much needed win, too, despite some setbacks during the game. Let's take a look at this one. Very, very interesting game. But opens with Kudo. All right, yeah, so Static wants me to just burn the S with Ovens. I mean, it's not crazy, Ovens or Vos. I don't know. I mean, this board just feels so good for my S. ERSV is not a bad leave. I'm actually fine with one here. But yeah, you can see there's just no good plays. I mean, Dev is the best play on equity that gets rid of my V without the S. Like, there's just shockingly few good options there. Interesting. Glad I found Velcros. That's clearly worth it over Vlog. Just too many points. Eclair looks good. But, interesting play. Not going with Alling. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, ING bingos play with Gone, right? Like, you usually only want to keep ING if you have a clear spot for bingos, and the bot does, so that makes some sense. Wig is a little higher on equity. I'm not surprised. But yeah, again, given the bot just fished, and clearly didn't have the X, I'm okay with that. Hits cringy. I hit avoiding. Machete. Yep. All right, so there's just nothing other than the place with the I. Saw Ration. I didn't want to give back J-bombs and put this E here. Anti-Dora gives back huge plays above this A. I think Tandoori makes a lot of sense. I'm happy with that. Bot bingos. And wait, Postal's still fit? Oh my god, it fit with Ped. That's the most hilarious thing. I didn't see that. I can't believe I did that. Wow. That's hilarious. I just flat out didn't see that Postal's fit with Ped. That is the weirdest lapse I've had in like a long time. Goodness. Wow. Yeah, like I just flat out didn't see that. Like I saw Postals with Kudos, and then above Tandoori, I just somehow did not like notice I could put my P there. Wow. That's amazing, honestly. I don't know how I did that. That's like that takes talent to miss a spot like that. That's really bad. But I think I played a really good endgame to, I guess, sort of redeem myself. I mean, I can't say I played this game well. I friggin' missed a spot to play a bingo, hooking a 3. I mean, that's just, like, bad. But all right. A gas? Yeah, so interesting. The bot deciding to empty here. I guess there just aren't any plays that don't empty that are any good. I mean, is this crazy? Yeah, I guess it just gives back. It doesn't give back that much. I mean, if I don't have an R, I can't hook Ho. This also empties. No, that's crazy. Got? I don't know. Doesn't Got feel a little more promising than a gas? Keeping AS instead of U? I mean, you draw. If you draw the Q, you're kind of dead. But I think even after a gas, you're kind of dead after drawing the Q anyway. Like, Sook is not going to be enough, as we saw. I feel like you have to kind of hope I have the Q either way. So I might just go with Got. I feel like that probably gives you more of a chance to have a good play or go out. I mean, the bot probably, I'm sure, knows better than me if it's exhaustively computing all the endgames, but I would have intuitively thought that Got was better than Aghast, but maybe there are some situations that you draw the Q and you haven't, I mean, what are you going to threaten? Like, Queer, Queen aren't going to play. So I'm not sure I really understand the merit of this, but yeah, this is also interesting. Yeah, I mean, if I don't have the R, it's kind of hard for me to play above add also. I mean, there aren't a lot of words that end in a B or an F. This looks interesting, keeping though and show. And now if you draw the Q, you threaten quags. Man, this looks like a really good play to me, actually. Leaves 2 in the bag, too. Like, what would I have done after this with BEFINNY? I have no idea. Boy, this looks like a way better play to me. I mean, you don't empty the bag. You leaving 2 in the bag is like perfect. You have possible threats on top. I mean, if you draw the Q, like you hit quags. I probably didn't have I mean, I guess I might have had the Q when I played Joe. It's hard to say. So many points. Yeah, this looks like a way better play to me than playing Aghast, honestly. I just don't think Aghast does that well in endgames, drawing into that pool. I'm a bit surprised by this. Yeah, I would have definitely played AH here, 100%. I feel like this to me feels like a pretty sizable misjudgment by BestBot, but I mean, what do I know? Yeah, I wonder, I'm going to put this in Macondo. I wonder if B is my best endgame or if I should just do something like Fey. That's a little bit more standard. I'm just curious to know if it is my best endgame. Like, that's absolutely sick. Alrighty, guys. Makondo confirms B is my best endgame. Let's go. That's wild. I can't believe I found that. Like, that's one of my most impressive endgames I've played in a long time. That's pretty sick. Like, that's BestBot-esque stuff right there. So that's funny, this game. Like, I had one just absolute brain fart. Like, a brain fart I haven't done in a long time. I just, like, somehow didn't notice PED and Postals. And otherwise, I just played, like, perfectly, including a crazy endgame. Like, wow. That was such a weird performance by me. Like, overall, like, other than that one turn, like, top notch, but that one turn was just like, Mac, like, what the frick are you doing? Like, did you just forget how to play Scrabble? That was ridiculous. But all right, well, in any case, for better or worse, I won, which is good. Like I said, definitely need to urgently start winning some games if I'm going to come back here. So, all right, 424 to 456. Once again, the final in this one. I am now 9 games back of the bot with 19 to play. So a lot of work to do. I need to hopefully play this well and not miss something like Postals in my next game. So yeah, entertaining one today, guys. Thanks so much for watching as always. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again for the next video. Bye-bye.